Hello everybody, this is me, Superman19J, and welcome to another episode of Let's Review My Collection. I almost messed that up. And today we're going to be taking a look at my WoN Nintendo 2.5-inch standing Mario figures made by Jakks Pacific. Now, the way that this is going to be handled is that this is Mario going to be in his basic pose, which is standing. There's not really any special pose going on here. It's just a basic standing pose. So that's why I call these guys standing Marios, because that's what they are. There's nothing really new to them or unique besides him just standing there. So, yep. I mean, I feel like this is obviously based off of the that new Super Mario Brothers Wii render of Mario. So I feel like that's what they were going for here. So yeah, so I have 7 standing Mario figures here, and I believe these are all of them in the 2.5-inch. I could be wrong though. I don't know if there's one out there that I don't even know about. But as far as I know, that these are the 7 Mario figures that as of right now that I know. So I might go out on here and say that yep, I own all 7 standing Mario figures. So anyways, let's start off with the basic Mario here, which is the red and blue overalls. Pretty unique. Oh, not really unique, but pretty cool to say the least. So pretty much as what the title says, it's him standing, and nothing really much going on here. So yeah, pretty nice paint job. He only has 3 points of articulation, 1 in his head, and then 2 on his arms. So that's pretty cool. Now I don't know about this one. I believe when I compare him to, yeah, his skin tone is a little bit darker than on the newer models here. So actually, yeah, let me check this. Let me see if it's the same with this guy. Actually, no, the skin tone on this model is a little bit different than the newer one. So that's really something. He seems to be a little bit more pinkish, and his skin tone seems to be a little bit more darker. So that's really something. It seemed to me like Jakks Pacific was fitting these guys over the years. Actually, when did this guy come out specifically? It doesn't really say. But for overall, this is a pretty cool little figure. I love it so much. And pretty much all of these figures remind me of the Popcorn Mario figure, which, to me, it's a classic figure. So seeing a smaller version of it is pretty cool. Even though I'm pretty sure Jakks Pacific wasn't going for that. Wasn't copying a Popcorn figure. Next up we have here is a Fire Mario. Now this guy just got re-released in a blister form. He is available at Walmart. Thanks to a comment in the unboxing video for this guy, somebody pointed out that he came out in 2 deluxe playsets. He was only available in this 2 deluxe playsets. So as far as I know, which one it is, I don't really know. All I know is one of them, and that's the Boo House. So, or the haunted house or whatever. So yeah, pretty cool. This is obviously a repaint, but there is a little bit there's a little bit of an update to this guy. Pretty much the only thing is the skin tone that got updated. It's a little bit more lighter. It's not too peachy. And it's pretty much the right skin tone for Mario. Also, his eyes, I forgot about that too. His eyes are a little bit lighter compared to this guy right here. You can see the difference between both of them. The regular Mario has dark blue eyes, while the Fire Mario has light blue eyes. So, pretty much, this is what an actual Mario figure would look like in terms of the facial area. So yeah, the paint job in here is pretty good. I really love the white and red color scheme. It's possibly my favorite power-up color scheme out of everyone else, just because it looks so cool. You know, like yeah, it's just so cool because, like, for example, the white that was in Mario's little M thing is now pretty much his hat and his T-shirt, while the red on his M is the overalls, which is pretty cool. That's just what I think of it. So yeah, just like the Mario here, he has 3 points of articulation, 2 on his head, and 1 on his arms. Out of all the repaints, I would say this is probably one of my favorite ones. Next up is Ice Mario. This is pretty much the same exact thing as the Fire Mario, which is a repaint. but he does have this like the same color scheme. Oh, not the same color scheme, but the same he's a repaint, to say the least. And funny enough, I'm just noticing this now. The eyes, compared to this guy right here, the skin tone is the same, but the eyes are different. So as you can see here, dark blue, light blue. Actually, as a matter of fact, this one seems to be going for a bit of a more dark blue slash light blue type of thing. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. But yeah, you can see dark blue at the bottom, and then it transitions to light blue once it gets to the top. So yeah, that's very, very interesting. I don't know why Jakks Pacific went with that. They should have just kept it light blue. So yeah, so that's really the only difference between the Fire Mario. I'm going to assume that it's because Ice Mario came out before Fire Mario. I could be wrong on my part, but that's what I just think. So yep, another repaint favorite of mine, basically because of the color scheme with the ice, or with the blue, or with the light blue and the red color scheme. So yeah, pretty cool. I love it. He also does have 3 points of articulation. So there you go. Nice little figure. Another favorite of mine for the repaints. Next up here we have is Star Power Mario. I was about to say Ice Mario again. So this is pretty much just the same exact figurine as this one, but he does come in a Star Power, or he does come in a oily effect. I don't really know what material they used for this guy, but yeah, but whatever material they used to make this guy shiny is pretty cool. Although I will say this, when he first opened this guy, he seems to be a little bit like, I wouldn't say wet, but like you can sort of feel the oily texture to it. But after a while of having this guy opened, he just feels like a basic figurine with just the oil effect being there, you know. So it's really weird. I kind of hope that when it comes to like these oil effects that they use for the Star Power figures, I really hope that they don't tend to go away, because this is pretty cool and I really do love it. The fact that one day this oily effect could be gone is really, really sad. So yeah, nothing really new here besides him being in a Star Power form. He only has 3 points of articulation. The paint job on here is good. It's very, I like it. And then only 3, and then just like the other Marios, he only has 3 points of articulation. Possibly one of my favorite Star Power variants, but in terms of favorite here, he's certainly not one of my favorites, just because of how lazy it is, you know. If it was like the Star Power Mario, or for example this guy right here, then it probably would have been up on my list for favorite. But for now, it's a pretty lazy design, or a pretty lazy repaint. Next up here we have is Tanuki. Oh no, it's not Tanuki. Raccoon Mario. I think that's what they officially call it. I don't know if it's still Tanuki Mario or not, but for now I'm gonna call him Raccoon, because I think that's what they did call him. I'm just guessing at this point. So this one is a little bit more of an update. This one is going for its own unique design, comparing him to the original right here. You can really tell the difference here. Obviously, with the face did go through a remodel. As a matter of fact, in terms of the eyes, it does the same thing as the Ice Mario does, which is going from a dark blue to a light blue, bottom to top. So this is probably one of my favorites out of all of these guys, just because of how cool this one is. So as you can see, he has little raccoon ears or tanuki ears, whatever you want to call it. And on the back here, we have his little tail now. Is his tail movable? I don't. Okay, yeah. So his tail is removable. I guess I just haven't. I guess it just is so stiff because I haven't really moved it that much. But this is actually sort of a different one from everyone else, because unlike the others, this one does have 4 points of articulation. One is head, or sort of. I can move his head a little bit, but I don't know if I can move it all the way. 2 in his arms, and then 1 on his little tail here. So there you go. So, but yeah, it's a pretty cool little figurine. I, out of all of them, this is possibly one of my favorites, just because of how cool it is. Like, look at this dude. It's so awesome. The paint job on here is amazing. The power up for this guy is it's so cool. You know, just being able to fly in the games. It's awesome. So, yep, one my favorite out of the bunch here, and I love it. I really do love it. Next up here we have is the Super Mario Odyssey figure. Of course, this was to go based off of the Mario Odyssey. You know, pretty much that doesn't really need to be added, but just want to point it out though. This one is a, I would say this is a very unique standing Mario figure. Why? Because Jakks Pacific decided to go somewhat all the way with this design. You guys really can't see it, but if you look at his face on the mustache, they added unique like little lines to it, almost like a real mustache, you know. And then on the back of his head here, they they detailed it. You can see some of the lines here, but yeah, they really did detail it perfectly. And then the overalls here, the buttons here are gold. They're not actually gold, but they're painted gold, which is pretty cool. Um, and then the overalls here, they're a little bit different. They're actually very well detailed. I don't know what I don't like. They're still blue, but um, I don't really know what material you would call this. And also, what's pretty cool is that they even have like little yellow buttons here, something that's not present in in these guys. So this is a really unique figure. And then the brown here, the not the boots here are very shiny, like very shiny brown. I love this. You know what? Whatever I said about Raichu Mario, forget that. That's not my favorite. My favorite one has to be this Mario, and that's because that specific went all out with this guy. Even his eyes are a little bit like they're actually like very light blue, as you can see. And then Cappy here, just being Cappy, pretty cool. So yeah, so this is a very cool figure. I would definitely recommend picking this guy up if you ever see him at your local retailers. It's a very awesome figure, and it's obviously based off of Mario Odyssey. So if you enjoy that game, you'll enjoy this figurine too. He only has 3 points of articulation, 2 on his arms, and one in his head. So yeah, my favorite standing Mario figure out of all of these guys. I really love how Jakks Pacific went out with this guy. They really put the extra detail in their Super Mario Odyssey figurines, which I really do appreciate because you know they didn't really have to do that. Last but not least is Dr. Mario, aka my main in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So I wouldn't call this another power form, but just like sort of a duplicate of Mario. But yeah, he does come with this little pill, red and blue pill, which is pretty cool. It also shows you like the accurate size of the pill, which is huge. Like look at that, it's the size of his hand, dude. Like that would be very hard to swallow if that was actually real, you know. So from what I can tell, he only seems to have 3 points of articulation, 2 on his arms, and then 1 on his feet or on his body, I would say. And the reason why I say that is because his legs are movable, or you can like twist them around. But as you can see here under his coat, there is a little bit of a little base right there, or it's like a little body. So I don't know if I don't know if his body is actually articulated or if it's just his legs. But nonetheless, it's pretty cool. Now, as comes for his head does not seem to be movable. I don't want to try to push it too far because I might break it. But whatever. I digress from it. The figure is pretty cool. It's a very awesome Dr. Mario figure. I don't believe we get much Dr. Mario merchandise these days, or back then even. Really, I don't even know if there's if there was merchandise for this guy. But yeah, as a matter of fact, this is possibly like the only like Dr. Mario figurine in the World Nintendo / Super Mario line, because they have not made a 4-inch figure of this guy. They have not made some sort of other version of this guy. So yeah, this is the only Dr. Mario figurine in this lineup. So pretty sad. I really do hope we get more Dr. Mario merchandise. I love this dude. I love it. So anyways, that's going to be it, guys, for this video. Let's review my collection video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this. Which one is your favorite? Which one is your least favorite? Do you have any of these guys? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to know. So, yep, like for me, like I said, my favorite has to be from going from top to bottom. It would be Odyssey Mario, Raccoon Mario would be number two. Um, Dr. Mario would be number three. 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. So, yep, that's it. That's how I would rank them. And like I said, I do believe I have all of the Sandy Mario figurines in terms of this pose. And so I could be one. There might be one out there that I don't even know about. But as far as I know, I have all of these guys. So yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy about this little collection. So yeah, and also don't say about the other Mario figurines because they all a different pose. I'm keeping them all into one video. So like for example, the warning Mario's that they'll it's on their own videos. The unique Mario poses that like have his arms up in different positions, they'll be in a separate video, for example. And then obviously here, which is standing Mario, which is a basic pose, and since it almost has the same model as everyone else does, as all these other guys does, I'm putting them into this little video. So anyways, that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, hit that subscribe button, like this video, comment down below, and then share with whoever you want to share with. and that'll be it, guys. So yep, this is Simple Manager J signing out.